Okay, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and repot the Catteleya Buena Suerta. I got this from Kamomoto Orchids on eBay, and the plant is absolutely beautiful. If you can see, like, you can tell, you can see the, my lighting is terrible. You can see the pattern of growth. It starts here, and then each bulb successively gets larger, and then we have a new growth. We have 6 bulbs, 4, 5, and then 6 is this new growth here. I kind of don't want to repot it because I don't want it to go through a setback. However, I don't have any other orchids in bark, and I don't want to keep any orchids in bark, which is why I bought orchids that others have been able to grow successfully in water culture. So I'm going to do this semi-water culture. I'm doing all of my plants mostly semi-water culture, but with my own little twist. Like, I keep them in water for longer than 2 days most of the time. But the Catteleya, since Catteleyas like to be dry more so than wet, where I'm doing 1 day water and then like 3 to 4 days dry, and then see how that goes with this one and whatever. But hopefully the new growth that's growing here will get just as big or bigger as the last growth. And you can see there's a sheath on this one. There was a flower spike on that one. So the last 2 growths did bloom. So hopefully I will get a bloom out of this new growth here, and all will be well. So I'm going to start to unpot this now. The roots are kind of stuck to the edges of the pot, and I can see like they like the pot, so they're sticking to it really well. So let's see what we have going on here. It's really hard here. So I picked off the majority of the bark that was in the media. These roots are really shallow, as you can see, and there were some dead roots that were in here. I'm not going to clip away any of the roots at all on this orchid. I'm going to go rinse it off really good, and then I'm going to put it in that mason jar right there. And before I do that, I'm going to rinse it off, and then I'm going to spray it really good with some hydrogen peroxide. And I'm going to probably not soak it in water initially because it was a little bit moist inside the potting medium, the bark chips that it was in. And some of the bark was breaking down, and I can see that, you know, places where it was pretty much turning into dirt, which wasn't a lot. The bark wasn't that spongy, but you can tell that it was breaking down a little bit. I'm hoping that this new growth here does well with the repotting, and then every growth after that does well. I really would love to have flowers this year. I'm not sure how fast the growth, you know, the new growth develops, and how fast I'll possibly get a flower off of it. But we'll see. I'll definitely keep it documented and updated. But yeah, that's the unpotting of my Catteleya. Okay, so this is the setup that I'm gonna have her in. It's a really big vase. It's too tall, but it kind of was like the exact same width as the container that it was in, so the roots kind of fit, so it can just sit in here like this. It's kind of leaning over. I wish it wasn't leaning over, but that's fine. I'm just hoping what I'm going to do with this setup is I'm just going to rinse the roots every now and then to make sure it doesn't dry out. Not every day, because you know, from what I've seen, Catteleyas like dry periods, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm just really hoping that the new growth continues to grow. I feel like it's gotten a little bit bigger over the past few days. Yeah, definitely. It's almost as tall as the largest growth on here, and with luck I will get blooms this year, because this flower, I completely fell in love with the pictures on eBay, and I'm really looking forward to seeing flowers from this one. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good day.